Hi, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Giancarlo.
And this is our review of...
Mutiny, yar. So I did that in my pirate accent.
Arr.
Oh, what did my brother tell us about, like, switch place, you're gonna confuse?
Oh, yeah.
You just gotta switch.
Yeah.
Apparently it's our names here are predetermined, so you know what?
Felicia has to sit.
There you go. What you gonna do now?
Yeah.
Oh, confused.
I'm so confused. The show's ruined. The viewers won't know who we are
Who
anymore.
we are? I must be Felicia Mezzanotte.
And I'm Giancarlo Caltabiano.
I'm so sexy. Am I ready for the camera? Am I ready?
I like girls. Yeah. In Mutiny, players take on the role of pirates on a ship. Some are traitors trying to poison the captain, while others are mates trying to save him and poison the traitors. In the box you'll find 36 cards broken down into 1 cook card, 9 mate cards which include 1 captain, 1 pirate, 1 potion master, 1 double agent, 1 cunning mate, and 4 mates. 8 traitor cards which include 1 briber, 1 Mithridates, 1 cunning traitor, and 5 traitors. 18 meal cards, 16 regular, and 2 poisoned. And this map, which is actually the rulebook. If the traitors manage to poison the captain, they win. If the mates manage to eliminate the traitors, they win.
Here's how to set up. Determine a player to play as the cook and give him the card. This player will become the storyteller on this voyage. Depending on the number of players, the cook will separate a number of traitor cards, the ones with the red icon, with a number of mate cards, the ones with the blue icon, and a captain card. For this review, we won't use the special characters, but we'll talk about them later on. The cook shuffles these cards and deals them out to each player face down. The player who gets the captain card must flip his card face up for all to see. Now the cook will tell all the players to close their eyes. He will ask for the traitors to open their eyes. Then he will ask them which of the mates or even the captain they want to poison. Silently, they all point and agree to which member they want the cook to give their poisoned food to. The cook makes a mental note and then asks them to close their eyes. Now he'll ask the mates to open their eyes. Note though that the captain will always have his eyes closed for this part of the game. The cook then asks them which traitor they want to poison. The cook makes a mental note and asks them to close their eyes and then for everybody to open their eyes, including the captain. The cook will now distribute the meal cards face down, giving the 2 named players their poisoned meals.
Now starting with the player to the captain's left, each player will decide to either keep their meal or switch it with any other player excluding the cook. The captain will have the final say on if he wants to keep their meal or switch it. During this time, players can plead for their allegiance to the captain, but can never accuse other players of being a traitor. When the captain has decided on what to do with their meal, all players reveal them. The 2 players that have the poisoned meals are eliminated. If the captain dies this way, the traitor wins. All traitors are killed this way by the mates and captain wins. If none of those conditions are met, the game goes into another round.
Each faction has some special character cards. Each time a power is used, you must reveal your character face up to show everyone you can actually use their power. Let's look at the 3 the traitors have first. Mithridates is immune to the first poisoned meal. You'll need to poison him twice. The briber will allow that player to choose another and play his meal exchange in his stead. The cunning traitor can refuse to taste his meal before he reveals it, should he suspect it's poisoned. The mates have 4 special characters, and they are the cunning mate, which is like the cunning traitor, the potion master, whom can save another pirate once they reveal the poisoned meal, effectively saving the captain, the parrot, which will tattletale on any pirate to the captain, effectively making that player flip his character card, and our personal favorite, the double agent. She is a mate, but will play the game as a traitor. She will open her eyes with the traitors and close them when the mates have theirs open. She will remain hidden until all traitors have been eliminated and wins, or will lose as the mates when the captain is killed.
Mutiny is basically team-based werewolf. It does its job well as a party game, which can be played from 5 to 18 players, but it is limited because of the number of players. Though it says 5 to 18, the game is best played from 9 players on. Making people talk like a pirate really adds to the fun, but it's not a prerequisite. The game has a lot of deduction involved and keeping track of which meal goes where, but it does have a lot of luck at the beginning. We've seen the captain die for the first round, but that's not so bad as everybody gives the cards back and new teams are made, so only half a negative point there. Now, let's talk about the components. We know this was a Kickstarter, but I'd like to know what the deal is with these meal cards. They are all glued together with other meal cards from the back. I made the mistake of thinking they were stuck together and separated them. Then another player did the same. I just don't know why they do that. Only thing I can think of is to make them thicker, but they didn't need to be. It just lowered the production quality. The artwork is not the best, but it is cute and rich in detail, including making the back of the rulebook a map. But then looking into it, I got an English version of the game with French rules, which have an error in them in the last paragraph as it's written in English again. We know this is an independent game, but it should not excuse it for being such basic errors. But we will chalk this one out with the production quality, so another half-point penalty. But getting back to the game, the mechanics are solid enough to make it not only functional, but really fun, and very easy to pick up with no questions and rule clarifications. The only thing we changed was that we alternated between rounds, the way the meal exchange happened. First round is what starts with the player on the captain's left, clockwise, and the next it goes from his right, counterclockwise. It happened by luck that all the traders were on the captain's right, the last ones to go and controlling all the meals exchange and wiping out 2 mates every round. Little details like these that should have been play tested more, and it is a good first effort. As we said, it does the job, and if you're not too concerned about quality, components, and artwork, but care more about having a good time, you might want to check it out. It gets 6.5 mutinous pirates out of 10.